He said something like that. Phantoms win the draw. Here comes Kaplan, turn to the corner. Power move to the net. He scores! Oh, what a beauty of a goal for Kaplan as he pushed around the D, drove straight at Spencer Martin, and tucked it in on his right pad. Kaplan, a beauty, and his 5th of the year. Phantoms draw first blood with 15-13 to go. Robertson staying with it, and Lehigh Valley in, and a shot didn't make it through. Oh, rebound goal! Chipped out in front lane, Pederson bouncing there in the slot, and he rocks it right through Spencer Martin, and it's Lane Pederson with his team leading 17th of the year. Phantoms score a back-to-back, 2-0 Lehigh Valley. Turning into numbers, but Adam Yenning got back there and blocked the pass. It was almost a 2-on-1. Now a goal from the blue line, and somehow squeaks through past the left shoulder of Pärssinen on a very long shot, and I don't think there was a screen there. Connor Mackey with his 4th of the year. Sýkora had gone in across the line, now he backs off. Driven in, Pärssinen lost it, goal! It hit off a stanchion behind the goal, bounced down in front to Sýkora, and I think that Pärssinen lost track of where the puck was, and Sýkora slams it into an empty net. The Hartford Wolfpack score goals 29 seconds apart, and that's the second time. To keep it in, and then stolen by the Phantoms, and maybe numbers. Yeah, here we go. He has Gendron on the back door, but he hands it off to Gannett, trailing. Cross ice goal! Max Gannett, what a wonderful seam pass across, and right there on the back door, you have Phil Tomasino calling for it, ready, blast it through. Fabulous assist. And Max Gannett takes that drop and hands it off to Phil Tomasino with his 4th of the year with the Phantoms and his 9th overall. Lehigh Valley, Eklind, who carries over to the left wing, wheels behind the goal, wraparound goal! Throws it in around Dylan Garand, bouncing on him, and somehow hopping in. And it's 4-2 Phantoms. Oscar Eklind gets the job done. Yeah, baby. He saw that opportunity instead of going wide on the wraparound. He stayed there with him. And it looked like maybe he got down. Need Dorwart or Gendron, somebody to get a piece. Down low, they tapped it in and scored. Dermott finds a teammate at the net front, and you could just see this coming because they were wearing him down. And it's a goal for Pärssinen, another reinforcement that Hartford got back from the New York Rangers. A nice pass for the tap-in at the net front. And sharp angle missed by Dylan Garand. Now Fix-Wolansky took the long drive, and a goal! He found Othmann back door. The shot came around the wall all the way out to Fix-Wolansky, and it was a gift of a 2-on-1 for the Hartford Wolfpack on a shot missed on the opposite end. Just went right over the shoulder of Garand, came all the way out to Fix-Wolansky. He finds the first-rounder, Brennan Othmann. And his 7th of the year. We are tied at 4-4. Tucker Robertson will go first here. Picks it up and he coasts over to the left wing, moving in slowly from the Hartford bench, and now stops on the dot in front of Garand, shooting, denied, stick save. Fix-Wolansky. Crafty, their leading scorer, 18 goals from the left circle with speed on Pärssinen, got him to go down, and Pärssinen got a glove on it anyway. Over to the left wall, in on Garand, forehand, backhand, forehand, and he scores! He got Garand to bite, got him to go down. Alex Bump stuffs it in, wide of his skates, and had enough daylight there to just toss it in. Berard will take a turn here for Hartford. Over to the left wall, now angles in on Pärssinen from the left for the lefty, shooter, denied! Tomasino can end it right here if he scores. Righty shooter way over to the left wall. Garand comes way out to meet him. He shoots off the glove of Garand, just held out his trapper. Here comes the first rounder, Othmann, way over from the left wall for the lefty shooter. Comes in on Pärssinen, he scores. Brennan Othmann ties it in the 3rd round. Pederson, righty shot, way over the left wall. Now in on Berard, off the glove, and the save. Phantoms were up 1-0. Now we're tied on the third round goal for Othmann. Chmelar in and denied. Pärssinen got a piece. Anthony Richard. Now for the right circle. Richard attacking with speed. Oh, he got the goalie to bite and he missed. McConnell-Barker has 8 goals this year. Lefty shot. Way over to the left wall, not quite. Now for the top of the left circle, in on Pärssinen, and puck checked away by Pärssinen. He stick handled in way too close on Carson. Oh yeah. Let's see if Gendron can put the Phantoms ahead again. Now he's just sort of weaving, circling back and forth, right up the middle, off the glove of Berard. Picking his moment in the 6th round. Pärssinen, the lefty shooter, lost the puck over to the right boards, but he recovered. Now Pärssinen in on Pärssinen, saves it, it's on the line, he kept it out. Okay, here we go. Lefty shot out of Michigan State. Weaves over to the right circle, off the right pad of Berard. Nice save. He's coming straight in on Pärssinen for the right circle. Save with the pads. Here's Kyrou. Righty shot, the defenseman over the right circle, in on Berard, nice move, and he scores! He jabs it in, faked out Berard, got him to lean right, and then Kyrou just held it across the grain and flicked it in. If Pärssinen makes the save, it's over. Dylan Roobroeck from the top of the right circle, in on Pärssinen, he scores! Off the inside of the post on the stick side. Kaplan over the right boards, in on Berard, winding it up, a poke check, he never got off the shot. He went down to the locker room. They might have tossed him. Here's Sýkora from the left wing boards, in on Pärssinen, he missed the net. All right, here we go, and a nice move and jabbed away by Berard. 10th round, Blake Hillman is a defenseman from way over the right boards, in on Pärssinen. Oh, what a save! And it looked like he stacked the pads. Zayd Wisdom now, 11th round. Scooped it up at center. In on Berard, missed the net. Aiming on the stick side, 11th round. The longest shootout in Lehigh Valley history. The rookie slowly to the left wall. Terrance cuts in on Pärssinen. Save! Here's Jacob Gaucher. He's standing right there next to the puck practically. In on Berard. Backhander missed the net. Here comes Dowling in on Pärssinen. 11th round, scores. Oh no. Justin Dowling past the left pad of Carson Pärssinen. Scores in the 11th round. Didn't lead all night long. But the Pack win at the end in 11 rounds of the shootout. The longest shootout in Lehigh Valley history.